Biggest inspiration might be controversial to some. I have to say Jesus. Whether you believe in him or not, believe what the Bible has to say about him or not, he was a good man. He taught a lot of good things. He inspires me.
My yoga instructor. Yeah, my yoga, just real chill girl.
I think I'm inspired by everything and everyone, really. Everything and everyone. I don't think there's a limit to what is inspirational.
My younger sister, a bit embarrassing. She's, I think, almost 2 years younger than me, and she's so outgoing. I don't know, she does what she wants, and she wants bigger and better things. I was helping lead the first kind of batch of school students along, and we've been we'd been marching through the streets, we'd been chanting, yelling, had a lot of banners, megaphones and all of that.
Instead of having an inspiration, a lot of my dad has instilled, he was a bit of a dropkick when he was my age, so instead of having an inspiration, he inspires me by not being like that, if you know what I mean.
One skill, I think, I don't know if it's a skill as much as how I am, but I'm multilingual.
I want to be corny and say my mum, because yeah, I always just kind of admired how, I don't know, she was always kind of there for me and there for people as well.
When I feel empowered to make a difference is when I see other people standing up for themselves. So particularly with all of the protests that are going on at the moment.
There's been a lot of smaller moments throughout my life, and I think it is a daily thing for me. And I think that follows back to the previous question. Jesus talks a lot about loving your neighbor as yourself.
I wanted to fight for disability rights. Yeah, I really campaigned for at least myself.
Mums, shout out to mum, shout out to mum, shout out to all the mums.
One of the biggest impacts it's had, especially for young people, is that we are now able to see and connect with people's lives all around the world. And I think that's really, for some people, maybe not for others, build a really strong sense of empathy across a diverse group of experiences.
I'm slowly getting into music, which is kind of cool. I've been playing guitar for a while.
There's a Māori archaeologist, particularly working in North Africa. His name's Caleb Hamilton.
So we give him a couple of years, 10 years time. Hopefully we're cross-tracking back and getting more.
These people are looking for something, and it's, I think, a good answer.
I don't know. I feel like in general, it can be really hard for certain adults or just older generations to understand how the world has changed so much.
And I really hope more policy can be put in place to help the environment.
The most important thing would be for them to not assume that because they were young once, they understand the experience of being young now.
Hopefully, locally, in a more youthful context, take a page out of the EU's book and get some free uni going, maybe.
Not be one singular big time, but I think it's a build-up. You start to feel more and more inclined, especially if you're around like-minded people, you start to feel more and more inclined in your everyday life to do the small things that make differences.